before we proceed towards the story, I would like to give you a summary of what is inside the stories. So there is a character named Soapy. Okay, so what we see is he dreams a lot. There are a lot of dreams that comes in him. He wants to fulfill it, but he fails. Every attempt of his gets failed. Understood? So what happens, and at the end when he gets to fulfill his dream, that time that is of worthless for him, that's worthless for him. Okay, so this is what actually happens. This is a kind of hilarious story, a funny one. Okay, there are some elements where we can figure out that Sidney Potter, O. Henry, okay, he has beautifully narrated this whole story. So he is an who is a prolific American, a story writer. Okay, he has written many stories. There are many famous like The Ransom of the Red Chief, The Gift of the Maggie. These are the stories which are written by O. Henry. O. Henry is the nickname of pen name of William Sidney Potter, who was like born in 1862 and he died in 1910. Okay, now let us proceed towards the story. So sometimes you do get certain things when you really want them, and when you finally get them you do not need them anymore. Sometimes it happens like you are desperately in need of something, okay, but you don't get it on time, and when you get that thing later, when you don't require it, so that time what happens, you don't value those things. Okay, this is what actually happens in this story. So let us see the first story. How it starts is, on his bench in Madison Square, Soapy moved uneasily. So on his bench, here his bench makes us aware that Soapy, this character, is actually homeless. Okay, he doesn't have a home to stay. So where he is making his home, his place to sleep or rest is that bench, which is in Madison Square. What is Madison Square? Madison Square is a public square, that means a public place, it's kind of park. Okay, so he gets to sleep. You can see in the picture itself how he sleeps. Okay, so what happens when wild geese honk high on nights and when Soapy moves uneasily on his bench in the park. So we can easily see he's twisting his body and he's trying to make himself warm by his covering by the newspapers too. Okay, so he is very much uncomfortable. Yeah, definitely will be, because it's quite difficult to sleep in the bench. Okay, anyways, he is trying to adjust himself there, and that's why he is uneasy. Okay, you may not know that winter is near at hand. Yes, you may know, sorry, that winter is near at hand. The way he is sleeping, that means he is twisting his body. You can see his legs are all like bent, understood, is crooked, and that and he is also covered with a newspaper. So that seems like winter is approaching. He wants to keep himself warm. Okay, so a dead leaf fell in Soapy's lap. So what happens usually when there is a winter season, the end of the year, what we see, there is a dead leaves falling and the new leaf comes to the trees. Okay, so those leaves are all falling, indicating winter's approach, by falling in Soapy's lap. Okay, so what that was, Jack Frost card. That is, Jack Frost card means that is the indication of winter approaching. Okay, so Jack is a kind of the regular denizens of Madison Square. Denizen means the citizen. Yes, every year winter comes at the end of the month. Okay, of every year. So it shows that yes, winter has approached, and gives fair warning of his annual call. So annual call, I said, the ending of the year. So December, that time we can see it's like this season only, no, it's the winter approaching. Okay, so what happened? Soapy's mind became cognizant of the fact, he is aware of that the time had come to him to provide against the coming rigor. Coming rigor means coming situation, understood. See, anyhow he was trying his best to cover himself, as to keep himself safe and safe in summers. Okay, it is easy, quite easy, but it is very hard for him to keep struggling out in that frozen, in that cold place everywhere it's cold, so it is very tough for him to stay under the roof of the sky whole day and night. Okay, so day anyhow will pass, but night is very difficult, so it is not possible for him to sleep under the bench throughout the winter. So that's why he is really worried. So and therefore he moved uneasily on his bench. Then that seems like uneasily moving in the bench itself seems that he is struggling because of the seasonal change, the like winter season approaching. So the hibernatorial ambitions of Soapy were not of the highest. So hibernatorial ambitions means those dreams what he is seeing, okay, where he is dormant and inactive. So the dreams that he is seeing are not very, like not being a millionaire or not to like climb the Everest or what unnatural thing. He dreams of very common thing, understood, and that is very difficult for him because he is a simple man. He is a not even counted to middle class. Okay, he is a very lower class person. He has not much income, he is not working at all, he is jobless. So he has no house, and that means his dreams are very meager. Okay, in them there were no considerations of Mediterranean cruises. Yeah, he was not dreaming to have a Mediterranean cruise. Okay, of sophomoric southern skies drifting in Vesuvian Bay. That means these are all expensive kind of dreams that he was not dreaming. Okay, 3 months of the island, that was his soul craved. 3 months of the island, so that means 3 months Blackwell's Island, where the jail for petty violators is located. What was his dream? You know, his dream was to like spend 3 months in that Blackwell's Island. Okay, Blackwell Island had a jail. So that's what is the reason? You know, the reason was to spend his that winter season in that jail, because the jail will have a roof, at least he will have a proper roof to sleep, and then his winter will go in a easy way. Okay, that was his dream. See, his dream was to go to the Blackwell Island where there was a jail. That was the only dream he longed for. Okay, to reach Blackwell's Island. Okay, so what happened? Craving. See, craving means longing. So he was only craving for that. 3 months of assured board and bed and congenial company. Yes, happy company. Usually in the jail what happened? Yes, though the criminals, the convicts are kept, but they are kept in a good way. They are given food, they are given proper sleep, everything they are given. They are walking also. They live a good life there. Okay. Safe from Boris and blue coat seemed to Soapy the essence of things desirable. So what I said, he is not a man of great dreams. He has a this dream, I think none of the people will have to like go and pass his time in a jail, right? But he is having, I said he is helpless because he doesn't have a shelter. Now none of the person will give him shelter, so he thinks at least he will give, be safe from staying in that cold area and go to Blackwell's Island and pass his 3 months. Okay, that is December, January, February, where these are the season when we will experience a huge cold. Okay, so for years the hospitable Blackwells had been in winter quarters, just as his more fortunate fellow new workers had brought their tickets to Palm Beach and the Riviera each winter. So Soapy had made his humble arrangements for his annual pilgrimage to the island. See, so for years the hospitable Blackwells had been in winter quarters. Hospitable Blackwells had been in winter quarters. That means that was the place. Okay, I said there are quarters jail for these jailers and all. No? For these convicts, for these criminals, they are kept, there are quarters, just as his more fortunate fellow, and he considers those people who are staying in the jails as fortunate, understood. New workers had brought their tickets to Palm Beach and the Riviera each winter, and he also knew that usually the criminals are from Riviera okay, and the Palm Beach, that means they brought their tickets. He considers to reach Blackwell Island is one of the achievements. See, he believes that, and he thinks that only fortunate people get to reach there. So that is a great competition for him, okay, to reach Blackwell's Island. And he also considered it to be a pilgrimage. What is pilgrimage? Pilgrimage means when you are going for a kind of tirth yatra and all. For him, this pilgrimage is to reach the jail. Can you imagine? Blackwell's Island, jail. Understood? Okay. And now the time was come, and that was the time when usually criminals were caught and kept inside this one, Blackwell's Island. That's why he is really into force. He is really much trying his best to reach Blackwell's Island so that he gets to spend those 3 months. On the previous night, 3 newspapers distributed beneath his coat, about his ankles and over his lap, and failed to repulse the cold as he slept on his bench near the spurting fountain of the ancient square. So there were 3 newspapers that he got, where he was covering. One was covering his leg, one was covering his knee area, and one more newspaper that was covering his upper portion, upper body. Okay. So the island loomed big and timely in Soapy's mind. Okay. He scorned the provisions made in the name of the charity for the city's dependents. In Soapy's opinion, the law was more beginning the philanthropy. To one of Soapy's proud spirit, the gifts of charity are encumbered. If not in coin, you must pay in humiliation of spirit for every benefit received at the hands of philanthropy. What is meaning of that? See, there are a lot of options. If you wish, you could like sit and beg, no, or you could request somebody, but he is a great man with very enthusiastic man. Okay, he has his own self-respect, he has dignity, though he is so poor that he has no proper clothes to recover his body also. Understood? But he thinks that I will never take bread or butter from anybody's charity, through charity. That means this kind of, see, he has nothing, but he has great dignity and self-respect. Okay, not to take anything from anybody's sympathy, pity. That means he doesn't want to fall under anybody's pity, okay, sorrow. So as Caesar had his Brutus, every bed of charity must have in toll of a bath, every loaf of bread its compensation of a private and personal inquisition. Therefore, it is better to be a guest of the law. And he is thinking, yeah, rather than getting a bread and butter from anybody's sympathize, if somebody sees me in a somebody gives me blanket, I will never take it. If somebody offers, it is through charity. That means he is sympathizing on me, which I never want. Okay, he never wants anybody to sympathize on him, and he is thinking, no, I will, if that happens, then I will be the guest of law. Guest of law means government's guest. Government guest means going and visiting the jail. Okay, which brought conducted by rules, not to meddle unduly with the gentleman's private affairs. And that means that is totally gentleman's private affairs. I have done something wrong, that is why government is taking me to prison. That means it is between the government and him. There is no other third person. Nobody is sympathizing. He was wrong, so he was put. This kind of thinking he has, Soapy. Okay. So what happens further, I will be explaining in the next video, otherwise the video becomes too lengthy. Anyways, what your work is to go line wise, okay, through the chapter. Till then, and take care and follow the protocol of COVID-19. Thank you.